The principle of state sovereignty and non-intervention has long been a cornerstone of the modern international system. Established by the Peace of Westphalia in 1648 and later codified in the United Nations Charter, these rules aim to ensure equality among states and prevent the use of military force as the primary means of resolving disputes. Historically, powerful countries often violated these principles, typically through indirect methods such as economic coercion, supporting friendly local leaders, promoting democracy, protecting human rights, or claiming humanitarian necessity. In recent years, however, a more direct and dangerous approach has emerged, known as naked imperialism. In this form, a powerful state openly uses military or coercive force to remove or control the leadership of another country without legal approval or moral justification. In some cases, leaders even publicly boast about such actions to demonstrate strength and readiness to act without limits. Naked imperialism is characterized by three defining features. First, the use of direct military or coercive force. Second, the targeting of the highest political authority of the state, typically the head of government or head of state. And third, the absence of institutional or legal authorization from the international community. Unlike traditional imperialism, which relied on occupying or controlling a country indirectly, naked imperialism attacks the most important person in the country and bypasses all institutions, rules, or agreements. International law provides special protection to heads of state through immunity ration personae, which safeguards both the individual and the state they represent. Forcibly removing or detaining a leader without multilateral authorization such as a United Nations resolution or approval by an international tribunal violates Articles 4 and 7 of the UN Charter. Even in cases involving serious criminal allegations, no state has the right to enforce its laws on the leader of another country without international approval. Naked imperialism has profound political consequences. Publicly celebrating or threatening such actions conveys that coercive power outweighs legal norms, undermining trust in international institutions. Domestically, leaders may use these actions to appear strong and decisive, particularly in populist or nationalist contexts. Foreign intervention can thus serve both as a tool for domestic legitimacy and a strategy in international politics. Historical examples help us understand this pattern. In Iraq, the 2003 US-led invasion removed Saddam Hussein from power without multilateral legal approval. While the operation was justified publicly with claims about weapons of mass destruction, it effectively demonstrates naked imperialism in practice. In Palestine, foreign powers often influence leadership indirectly through funding or political pressure rather than direct abduction, showing a contrast with the new pattern. In Latin America, especially in Venezuela, there have been repeated threats and alleged plans to forcibly remove leaders, again highlighting how the direct targeting of leadership is becoming more common. These examples show that naked imperialism is not hypothetical, it has real historical and contemporary cases. Naked imperialism raises serious ethical questions. It allows powerful states to bypass rules while leaving weaker states vulnerable, undermining the principle of equality among nations. Scholars sometimes describe it as a form of state terrorism, where coercion is used to enforce compliance rather than justice. This sets a dangerous precedent, as other states may emulate such behavior, increasing the risk of conflict worldwide. The long-term consequences of naked imperialism are significant. First, it encourages imitation by other states, weakening international norms. Second, it undermines trust in international institutions and global governance. Countries that cannot defend themselves may feel compelled to build stronger militaries or form alliances with other powers for protection, rather than relying on international rules. Third, human rights and legal principles are weakened because powerful states may apply them selectively, only when convenient. Overall, this threatens stability in the international system and makes it more unpredictable. In conclusion, naked imperialism, where countries take or threaten the leaders of other states by force, represents a serious shift in global politics. It ignores legal and ethical rules, relying instead on direct power. This type of action does not just violate the sovereignty of individual countries. It challenges the entire international system and the principles of equality and fairness that support global stability. If it becomes normal, the world risks moving from a rules-based system to one dominated by fear and unequal power. Historical and contemporary examples show that targeting state leaders directly is not only illegal but also a dangerous new form of exercising power with consequences for the ethics, stability, and future of international relations.